Let's take you to the Western Cape. That province also dealing with the effects of severe weather. Heavy rains lashing the small farming town of Citrusdal last week, leading to infrastructure damage and hundreds destitute. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi joining us live now from that community. Nasiphi, good morning to you. Help for that community, is it on the way?
Well, we will be speaking to the municipality of Citrusdal municipality later on this afternoon in regards to that particular question. As I mentioned earlier on, that the municipality had also indicated a number of days ago that they are looking at having the community of Citrusdal being declared as a disaster. That will obviously allow emergency funds to kick in to restore the town to its former glory. But I'll just show you the devastation as one enters the community of Citrusdal. You're basically greeted by the road that had concaved and collapsed, that is now being repaired, and on both sides, left and right, two separate farms that also were impacted due to the heavy rains that we saw just last week alone. Millions of damage and devastation. But to talk to us more, I'm joined by Stephen Duplessis, who's also a farmer in this community and also working on the construction behind us. So thank you so much for your time. But I mean, you've been living in Citrusdal for a number of years, over 40 years to be specific. Is this the first time that you saw a flood like this?
Ja, dat is Ek het al die rivier 3-4 keer uit sy walle sien uitklim met vloede. Ek praat nie van normale winterreëns nie. Hierdie is absoluut 'n abnormale vloed. Dis die grootste ene wat ek nog gesien het en die meeste skade wat ek seker nog in die vallei gesien het. Ja, hierso is baie skade. Die reëns het gekom Woensdag die 13e was die opsie hoogste, donderdagmôre die 14e was die pad weg en van toe af het ons aan die paaie begin werk en ons het dit laas Vrydag aan was die paaie oopgestel vir verkeer.
And obviously, Citrusdal is a farming community here in the Western Cape, known for its citrus. And we see the two farms, which is one of many in the community, obviously devastated, irrigation systems washed away. If we could quantify the damage the farms have felt, how much would we say?
Ja, dit is 'n moeilike vraag om dit te beantwoord. Ek 'n duimsyfer gaan ons seker hier kyk na 80, 100 miljoen indien nie meer nie, as jy vat van skade aan besproeiingsstelsels, boere wat nie in hulle boorde kan kom nie, want daar is slote om die boorde gespoel wat nog moet geherstel word en vrugte se uitpakkwaliteit wat gaan afneem. Ja, hierso is miljoene rande se skade in die vallei.
And then quickly for us, are there any lessons that one can learn from these devastating floods moving forward to avoid a situation like this?
Nee, daar is geen voorsorgmaatreëls wat jy teen sulke vloede kan tref nie. Ek dink boere het hulle in 'n goeie mate beskerm die eiendomme teen die normale reënseisoen en so, maar hierdie is nie 'n normale reënseisoen nie, dit is net 'n vloed wat die vallei getref het. So ek kan nie sien hoe jy teen hierdie klas van vloede jou plaas gaan beskerm nie.
Thank you so much. Stephen there, one of the farmers in the community or the town of Citrusdal, saying that the rain that they saw last week was not normal winter rain and that there's possibly no way that farmers could have prevented the devastating loss. And he rather estimates that millions of rands has been lost by the various farmers. As I mentioned also, that as much as this town is known as an agricultural town, a lot of the people that live here also depend on these farms to put bread on the table. So without these farms operating, that means numbers of people living in the residence and including informal settlements are unable to work, meaning they aren't able to provide for their various families or households.
Nasiphi, thank you very much for that update.